They'll be calling you a radical. So, his last game, all these greats last game. They should be sealing up the conference championship. But they got a coach who's going to save this great, incredible program. He's going to fix whatever. Yeah. See, they rolled up these because they don't want anybody spying on them and stealing those great offensive plays. If he's an offensive guru, freaking Matt Hammer is Don Air Coryell. Fucking unbelievable. They should be sealing up the conference championship. Just think about these seniors. Maxwell Anderson, Winston Reid. Holy fuck, saved his best game. You know, he tried to lose. Mickey tried everything he could lose. These seniors are like, oh, fuck you. Hell no. Haze, Hadley, you know, the Atagis from here. And I mean, they played Little League here. Went to junior high. I said Bonneville High. We had a scrimmage there. He didn't play him. Mickey Mantle hates the fans. And I guess money doesn't matter. So the Diablo Canyon Bowl, as I call it. Why the Diablo Canyon Nuclear Bowl? Because, now what's the name of that stadium? The only stadium named after a woman in the football in the country? Where did that money come from? Utah Construction merged with GE. Utah Construction was the parent. Every building up here. The oldest died of leukemia. EO. So, it's all named after. Diablo Canyon's there. What? The last nuclear reactor in California? Oh, I'm working on it. So, to shut it down. I'm working hard on it, just like I did Santa Alfred, just like I killed New Skill here. Blue Castle on the Green. When I put up a statue of Ted Bundy on I-15 when they were dredging the pond, I kept asking them. There's still several unsettled murder cases from here. Maybe you'll dig up, you know, some of Bundy's victims. There's a bunch of unsolved murders around here, you know, in the pond. Why has RASHID got such great hands? You watch Kevin Blanch flip the soup can for all the years. So, this great program, see on Sundays, Maxwell Anderson, who gave me that, signed it for me. How awesome is that dude? Remember, I got AML leukemia in 2011. Sold off the signal there, everything they did. Jay Hill's wife got leukemia, but nothing like this, AML. So, it's been 12 years. Been right here rehabbing the whole time, open heart surgery this time. I watched this great football program be turned around by Jay Hill. It was incredible. And the proof's in the pudding. A couple weeks ago, the NFL played a clip of the top 5 plays in the NFL. 3 of the top 5 were Weaver State players off the same team. So Maxwell Anderson really reminds me so much of TJ. His stats prove it. You think about this guy. You got these type of players. This should be sealing up the conference championship today. They're going to have a losing record in the Big Sky, and they didn't even have to play Montana this year. Montana State beat them 40-0. Okay. This defense, what's the difference between last year and this year? Snapgate cost them? Snapgate probably, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. That was on Jay Hill. Should have pulled him out the second one. It cost them maybe the national championship. They were better than Montana State last year. Montana State went to the national championship game. Weaver State was a better team. They're all returning. All the same guys are returning. They lost very few seniors. You know how pitiful? I guess economics don't fucking matter. Wait till next year. They open at Washington, they'll lose by 70. You know, because he's jumping these 18-year-olds over Jay, because he's going to show Jay Hill. Good luck to you with that, buddy. You know, he needs to go back to Ohio and coach high school where he came from. You know, going to come fix what ain't broken. So, how about the season that on this team? How about the season Winston Reid had? 17 times. I still say Maxwell Anderson broke the school record the first game he ever played in down at San Diego State. I did the play-by-play. That's all I did was call his name. Maxwell. I mean, I was calling him Anderson Maxwell sometimes. Maxwell, I mean, because he was that new. Like, what the hell? What a season Winston Reid had. Oh, my God. I mean, the great Haze Hadley, my neighbor. He breaks Rashid Shaheed's record that game last Saturday on a 71-yarder career high after blowing up that knee. He blows my mind how good he is. He really does. So, the Diablo Canyon Nuclear Bowl, Utah Construction Building. TikTok, what could go wrong? A freaking nuclear reactor's built on the Ring of Fire. Kevin Blanch and friends, we shut down soon enough. We got it in the dry cast containers, and they bring the waste where? Here to Utah. And zoop, no nukes. So I got to tell this story. So as you know, I'm there every year, and I walk with the monk. What do I have that chant down? You know, because he doesn't talk. We love that guy. I'm down there with Mothers for Peace, San Luis Obispo. I love that cute little airport, man. What a beautiful place. Let's put it. Do you know how Diablo Canyon, the nuclear reactor, got there? You know how it got named Diablo Canyon? It used to be called the Mother's Heart. The Chumash called it the Mother's Heart. And that was before. I was doing my Blue Hearts on Valentine's Day ceremony before I found that out. Fucking golf. I'm sure all these muck-mucks that run the show up here are down there playing golf right now. What fucking losers those guys are. This athletic department that runs this fucking clown circus football's fucking biggest losers ever. I used to do the due diligence here. I work for Bruce Hanley. Bruce Hanley, the All-American football player who wanted to kill this program because they're bleeding money. He donated his brain, by the way, when he died. I spoke at his wake. I worked for him. I did the due diligence. I know how kind of money. I was involved when NCAA gave him the death penalty. You know, they pilled it, vice versa, and they were supposed to clean house. They didn't. Jay Hill comes in. I told you, are you crazy, Jay? Do you know how corrupt and dirty and fucking sad this team is? Jody Sears has won one home game in 2 years. 2012, he never won one. They almost did it. Oh, look at this guy. We got a friend here. What you doing, guy? Look at this guy. Come here. What you got?
You're going to have to take her with you now.
Yeah, she's coming with me. That one's a...
Come on, baby.
That's quite the creature there.
Oh, yeah. He is something else. Come on, baby.
Dingo? Blue heater.
Catahoula with blue heater, I think is what it is.
I grew up with blue heaters. I grew up on a big farm and a ranch.
Oh, did you?
I had a female that had 12 babies.
Oh.
And that was after I dropped a big bale of hay off her one time when I was young. I almost killed her. I have a tractor, and she had 12 babies. God, they were every color you could ever think. But they were fantastic. I gave them away to everybody. They're still out there in West River County. I named them all after different beers I drank.
I like
12 babies
she
had. They're excellent dogs.
Yeah, she is very
They don't like leashes.
And super intelligent. She's a pain in the ass at age.
Yeah. Mine used to cry.
She's finally trained now, but
mine used to get up on my roof all the time. I don't even know how she do it because I had some scaffolding there, but she couldn't get down. And everybody says, "Hey, your dog's back on your roof again. I'm out of town."
She demolished my entire house. As a matter of fact, I just barely redid the house. She took the carpet out because at the time I was working still, you know, and she took carpet, sheetrock. I got a little library. Pulled the freaking books out of the library. It's just
well, they're not built to be housed, man. They're ranch dogs.
They are.
I mean,
they are.
Mine, my ex-wife put mine in a kennel one time when it was young, and it chewed through the kennel in 2 days.
God.
And so I peeled up its teeth, and its whole life it had hardly no teeth right there because it chewed through the chain link. I'm like, you can't.
She was really small, so you know, I got her in the kennel. I had a little kennel, but it was probably quick. I did it for about 3 months. I will leave her there, you know, a couple hours. So I worked out pretty good, but to tell you the truth, I had to buy a freaking book and spend almost 2.5 months with her. Oh yeah, because to tell you the truth, she drove me off the freaking wall.
You know their evolution.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She, you know, she knows that, you know, she can read immediately, and she'll take advantage of you immediately. She can read you if you're a little weak.
Oh,
or she's like, I'm the leader of the pack. Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she is.
She's really and then good. If it was the runt, they're always the leaders. The runts. I'm a runt. They're something else.
That's right.
So you know, they brought them here for herd dogs. I grew up on a big ranch, and we had a dairy.
Okay.
And so that one of mine, that all-female herd, you wouldn't even have to tell her what time in the morning, in the afternoon they would milk, and they'd herd them into the catch pen. Nobody even had to go with her.
Wow.
She just knew what time. And boy, when she went out there and looked at them, they went right now. But yeah, they need freedom.
Oh yeah, they do. They do.
I mean,
She
just
goes-
putting them on a leash and putting them in an apartment, I call them friendship slaves. We can't communicate
Actually,
with people.
It's funny that you say that. She's never on a leash. The couple times that
Yeah,
I put
they
her
don't
on the
like it.
leash, she's like, "I'm taking you for a walk,
Right.
not the other way around." Yeah.
Right. That's what I keep saying. When's all these friendship slaves going to start leading the people around?
Oh yeah.
Put them on the leash. Yeah, she's quite
But,
the creature.
yeah. But anyway, we gotta
Right
go.
on.
The name is Augie, by the way.
Augie.
This is Rascal, like the little
Rascal.
rascals.
Nice meeting you, brother.
Okay, take care, bud.
Take care.
Have a nice weekend.
You
Come on,
too.
baby.
That was cool. Like you said, really cool. You know, I love dogs. Don't get me wrong. My dogs were never on a leash. But I lived on the ranch. I had blue heaters and still do. So, go Maxwell. What a career. See you in the NFL. I think he's very similar to TJ at a Thompson. And I think maybe TJ's agent's who I would go with. TJ got drafted. And the rest of them didn't get drafted. Dangerous around here. Rashid Shaheed is playing for the minimum. What? He's a free agent this year. Watch those numbers light up. Ching, 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 ching. I told his mom, after he gets that big contract, he won't even know your name, let alone mine. And then, of course, Jonah Williams undrafted. The only person that gave these people scholarships or even a look. Think about it. Rashid Shaheed got one offer of a scholarship by Jay Hill. Jonah Williams got one scholarship. What? How about a PETA for the Eagles? I mean, I can go on and on and on. These guys off the same team playing in the NFL. Both TJs, by the way. Two TJs, you know. I used to get mixed up. Teron and Trevon on the same team. All in the NFL. You know, so what a career it's been for Maxwell. Winston Reid, he never really got the starting position as soon because, well, fuck, when you got Connor Morrison, Morrison was all that. Do not kid yourself. He's a badass. Hill players were something, especially on defense. Adam Rodriguez could be playing in the NFL right now. He's just, I don't want to play in the NFL. I want to play. He was in the NFL, breaking every record there ever was in the USFL. And he's a badass. I always say the greatest defensive player in the history of the school is Adam Rodriguez. Fuck, when teams used to get on the field, they would go backwards. You know, Jay Hill, offensive, you know, wasn't, well, fuck, you did. You know, he had Cantwell. I love that kid. He was but I don't know. The wildest curse. So, I haven't broke this out before. I've been hesitant, but it's time. It's time. It's time. 12 years of this fucking nightmare I've been fighting. Well, it's so coordinated. Sports metaphors matter. You know, go Maxwell Anderson. I think he'll have a big one today. His last game. It's been such a joy to watch him. I knew it right off the get, that first game. Rashid, they won. That's the best defensive performance, I think, in the history of Weber State football was that game. It was 6-0. Neither team could move, and that was a good San Diego State team. You know, not Holiday Bowl good, but, you know, Jim McMahon's here, but he didn't play here, but I was friends with him. I remember the first time I met him in Roy Park, he was punting. I think I was 14, 15, drinking beer in the park, and I'm like, oh, fuck. What the fuck? Who's this guy? You know, he was a punter, remember? What a badass athlete. Incredible athlete. But anyway, so Haze Hadley's last game, the Atagi brothers, you know, the Atagis are an institution here in South Florida. I mean, literally, Noah Atagi's like the godfather. Those, I remember my grandsons are right over there, and they got that big freaking board they stole. They still have a sign. I says, how in the hell did you get Eddie Hecker to sign that? He don't sign shit. You better put a full. He says, the Atagi's made it. He's got it signed with him. He'll play in the NFL. Jay Hill. You know, so this will be a mass exodus out of here. You know, he ruined what was so great. So you'll see him leave here like the Egyptian Gazan border, like the Fukushima border in 2011, March, like Chernobyl. Don't want to live like a Fukushima refugee. Don't want to live like a Chernobyl. Don't want to live like a Weber State football refugee. They'll flee out of here freaking Can you blame him? When he's playing his recruits, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you this team should be, oh, I think they had a chance at national champion. I think it's one of the most talented teams in the history of the school. I think, granted, they might not have beat that Montana State in that first game, but they would beat again. There'd be home games here. They should have never lost that fucking game to UC Davis. I like Richie. Don't get me wrong. I like Richie a lot, but he's 18 years old. And when you have the greatest player probably in the country, Abraham Williams. Oh, yeah. I call him RASHID Shaheed with muscles thicker. He's probably a 4.2 guy. Oh, Colt Weiser himself. No, I think he's faster than RASHID. I says nobody's faster than RASHID. I name RASHID Lightning, as you know, one's Lightning. You just call him, don't kick to the rocket. It's just call him Rocket RASHID. And then Lightning hit the thing when he returned the kickoff and knocked it out. So I changed to Lightning. So I call Abraham Williams Thunder. Abraham Williams is a freaking first-round NFL pick, and he was on the bench here. And he'll be a DB. I always thought they'd switch him to wide receiver. I thought maybe this year they'd put him running back after the incredible Bankston went down. Bankston's an NFL guy. So congratulations to all you guys. What a career. Ends today. TikTok, Diablo Canyon Bowl. Beautiful place down there. Oh, I got to finish that story. So I'm walking the coast. I'm down there with Mother's Peace, walking with the monk, and then we get right there at the end, right as the workers come out of Diablo Canyon, right at the exact moment that Fukushima happened. And I'm with Jane and Linda, all of them. Then me and Patrick go over to the bar in San Luis Obispo, and I like that Eureka Brown Ale. Oh, that shit is so good to have it on tap there. We're watching Weber State in the Big Sky Championship game with Jerry Carty, the freshman. Sieglin on that team? I think so. I think that team could have possibly been a Final Four team. And they're playing North Dakota of all faithful in the championship. They're ahead by 7 with 40 seconds to go. And lost. Is that even possible? The Wattis curse. Ask Damian Lillard. So, by the way, the basketball team's got Yale. I'll do another piece over there today. They lost a heartbreaker, but that's okay. Just don't do that late. I mean, they'll be fine. So, congratulations to these great seniors. The year is over. The J Hill era ended. Well, it'll end today. Maybe. I think it ended Saturday. So, let's spend a bunch of money to tear out cement bleachers and metal bleachers to replace with cement bleachers and metal bleachers. I like it. It's got more. No, it's got less capacity. Now the death field needed to go. This poor field was put in 2011, which probably cost Josh Davis the NFL. See you on Sundays, Maxwell, Winston, Reid, and others. The Atagi brothers, great freaking run. The great Colvin, what a linebacker. Haze Hadley. Stay tuned.